Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another comic book review. Today we're going to take a look at Ragnarok Breaking the Helheim number 4, written and drawn by Walt Simonson. And this is an IDW book, and I actually picked it up. I had no intention of picking up this book at the shop this week. I didn't even know the book was coming out, but I had seen in the past, I had seen some videos by the Comic Book Hut and John Delarose doing reviews of there's two books now from Walt Simonson's collected edition of previous issues in this series, and it really interests me. And I saw this issue sitting on the stands, and I said, I got to go pick it up. So the first thing that really stands out to me is this is an IDW book, which I guess it's not part of the big two. It's a lesser company, and just the quality of the paper is top notch. It's got top tier quality paper, both interior and exterior. There's no ads in it aside for the end when they are advertising future IDW books. And it's a great trip down memory lane looking at, Walt Simonson is still cranking out the artwork. And it was a great treat. So it's kind of his take on Thor as an undead being. This is set many years after the Nine Realms, or as it's called here, the Nine Worlds were destroyed. And Thor is sort of a zombie, skeletal-looking being. And I've never read a single one of these issues. Like I said, there's 2 graphic novels out already, and this is the 4th issue in ongoing series. And it gives you a little synopsis here. Like I said, story and art by Walter Simonson, John Workman doing the editors, Laura Martin does the coloring, and Scott Dunbier is the editor. And it gives you a little recap there. It says, driven by a vision of Odin, Thor descends into Helheim, the realm of the dead, to try to discover the fates of both its ruler, Hel, and his brother Balder. He is initially imprisoned by Freyr, a self-styled lord of Helheim who plans to conquer the Dusklands, but who has given up those plans in the wake of his encounter with the Thunderer. Now Thor seeks the Hellway, the road that will take him on his quest into the very depths of Helheim. And you see right away, there's straight into action. He's battling the serpent here. And the serpent's talking to him, yelling, Thor. And lots of great action. And, that's Thor there, a skeletal being. I wonder, I guess Thor must sort of be a public domain character if they can use his name. But you have Hela is being referred to as Hel in this book. And they have a little spellings, change. Instead of the 9 realms, it's the 9 worlds. And that sort of thing. And then he has like this squirrel on his shoulder that talks to him throughout the issue, which is pretty interesting. But the action's great, the coloring's great. This just sold me on going back and getting the 2 graphic novels. Just reading this one issue where it's in the middle of a story arc, issue 4, so stuff's happening before it, and it sold me. I'm going to go back and get the 2 graphic novels, and I don't know. I might just wait for I might not get the 4 back issues and wait for the graphic novel when this is complete. But you see he has his hammer and everything, and what's happened here is there's a wolf. You saw on the cover here of that wolf there, there's a wolf here getting attacked by the serpents. And Thor rescues the wolf, and he's able to communicate with him. And then as it's the wolf is left there, and the other wolves come in, and Thor figures out that they're like soldiers from ancient times, and he's able to communicate with them. And it recounts their battles here from long ago when they lost because Thor didn't come to their aid. So in a lot of ways here, Thor has failed a lot of people. I mean, he's like an undead zombie being here, and he's looking for redemption. And they have a sort of truce here, and he gives them these apple slices. And, they don't really want them. They think it's poison. But Thor's like, oh, you decide that. So he goes off on his quest here, and the wolves end up eating it. And, it's sweet. They love it. They think it's delicious. And then you have elsewhere all these villains here. You have the Frost Giant. You have Surtur, the fire guy. And, all sorts of other Thor villains with spelling errors, misspelling so that they can use them for public domain, I guess. And they're all plotting as to how they can stop Thor. So Very good. The artwork's great. I mean, I haven't read an IDW book in a very long time, and I'm just so impressed by the quality of the pages, by the cover, the art, having Walt Simonson do work for it. Really incredible. And then some editorial pages. There's all the stages of that cover, the penciling and the inking. And Walt Simonson did the cover, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Very nice. So, yep, there it is. And just looking in the back here, there's actually quite a few. This is on sale in January, but this just came out, so I don't understand why it's like that. But there's some interesting books out here. You have this Cobra Kai, The Karate Kid Continues. As you know, the Cobra Kai TV show is pretty cool. I've enjoyed that. And then season 3 is going to come out soon. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, with Larry Hama still writing it, if you can believe that. He's come back, and they're on issue 272. And there's quite a bit of good books here. There's a book coming out on the 25th, Transformers vs. Terminator by IDW, which looks really cool. I really want to check that out. And then obviously you have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles still going strong. And, you know, no ad every other page. The story, they just had all the ads at the end here. I highly recommend, if you haven't read it, I guess pick up this one and see if you like it. I really liked it, so I'm going to pick up the 2 graphic novels for sure. So anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments down below if you've read Ragnarok by Walt Simonson. And stay tuned for some more comic book reviews coming soon. Thank you and have a great day.